Banner.
NJCAA National Tournament. Before we meet starting line for this afternoon's contest, we ask everyone to please rise for the singing of the national anthem by Miss Cindy Nichols and Vicki Bradley. Cindy is a student here at DACC, and Vicki is employed here at DACC.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now we'll meet starters first for the visitors on the scoreboard. Hamilton College. Starting at one guard, wearing number 4 at 5'10", the sophomore, Tyson Kingsby. Starting at the other guard, wearing number 5 at 5'10", the sophomore, Jovan Hitch. Starting at one forward, a freshman wearing number 21 at 6'3", Curtis Spivak. Starting at the other forward, a sophomore wearing number 40, Danny Deaver. And at center, sophomore wearing number 55 at 6'8", Zach Vanslow. Hamilton is coached by Mr. Stephen Harris. And now from the home team of South Suburban College. Starting at one guard, at 6 foot even, a freshman, Elijah Muhammad Cunningham. Starting at the other guard, a freshman at 6'1", number 22, Larry Swan. Starting at a third guard, at 6'2", a sophomore, wearing number 33, Donovan O'Neill. At one forward, wearing number 41 at 6'4", Ricky Claiborne. And at the other forward, at 6'6", a freshman, Adam Colo. South Suburban is coached by Mr. John Baghetti.
All right, Fowler Cannell, the starting lineups again today, part of our pregame show presented by Tax Service Plus. And Troy Thomas, who is a employee of the local railroad, handling the duties there, and a great job on the national anthem. Cindy Nichols, who is one of the gals that performed it, is the daughter of paper in town, the Commercial News. Is a very talented young lady. What do you expect? Give us a couple of notes here before we get underway. Hamilton and South Suburban.
Well, I think South Suburban has to very good defense and keep the transition game from Hamilton. Hurry, so I think it's going to be tough for South Suburban.
Bulldogs are in white. They are trimmed in black and in gold.
Well, we got a scrum right off the reel.
We got the jump ball, and we've got a held ball right off the reel. And as you mentioned, Hamilton is in the traveling black trimmed in gold, and we're going to do it all over again, Fowler Cannell. John Bugotti's right in front of us, and he's enjoying a conversation with the officials beginning. We've got tip, finally controlled by South Suburban. All right, South Suburban will attack the west goal here at the Mary Miller Gymnasium at Danville Area Community College. Just underway in game number 1 of 5 today from the Mary Miller Gymnasium. This game on the consolation side, and then the next game coming up on the winner's bracket side. Quickly, the Bulldogs down the floor. Shot from about 15 feet away on the right side is good. O'Neal with his first bucket of the game. Quickly, Hamilton, they love to attack the glass, so they love to attack with the basketball. Gets the bucket, Fowler, and they don't let much grass grow under their feet. South Suburban back down to the other end. A shot is no good. Blocking foul the call against Hamilton College.
You're never sure how teams react to this early game. There's a question whether some teams wake up this early. You never know about these things, and after a team loses, you never know how they're going to respond. So far, they look like they're both of them are energized.
At the free throw line is Larry Swan. Fowler, his first free throw is good. Free throws presented during the tournament broadcast by Country Insurance and financial service agent Dave Harvey. Second one is missed. Rebound loose. Touched by the Bulldogs of South Suburban from South Holland, Illinois. Here comes the Hamilton wrecking crew from Lincoln, Nebraska. And they throw the ball away. County Market turnover right off the bat. 19:02 to go. It's 3-2 on the scoreboard. Scoreboard presented by McDonald's of Vermilion County. McDonald's, a part of every community. First half of action. A three-point attempt missed by South Suburban. Rebounds loose on the floor, picked up by Hamilton. Where we go, Hamilton trails by 1. 2 bounces and down to the end. Layup is in. Curtis Spiva. Ball club averaging 29. Did not have that yesterday, Fowler Canal.
No, he got in a lot of foul trouble and off to a slow start. Make up for it today, I would imagine.
It's 4-3. Hamilton turning, shooting, and scoring in the lane is Ricky Claiborne, and for South Suburban, and it's 5-4 now. Lead belongs to South Suburban. Whoops. Hamilton seems to be a little asleep at the switch, Fowler, for a team that likes to go here.
Oh, man.
Nice entry pass from the top, down low. Count the basket. Iva with his 4th point.
Hamilton 3 for 3 from the field.
That was set up by Danny Deaver, foul at the top of the key. 18:01 to go in the first half. It's now 6-5. Lead belongs to Hamilton from Lincoln, Nebraska. We're going to play Guess What the Coach is Wearing here in a minute. Stepping inside the arc, throwing one up for South Suburban, missing it. Rebound, Hamilton down the other end. Layup by Spiva's good. John Pagani is out underneath the basket talking with one of his players about a defensive assignment.
You don't see that very often. Not right after. He made a beeline for the bench. 30 feet from the team bench.
Oh, he called timeout for one-on-one conversation, Fowler Canal, and Coach John Bugatti, not a happy soul at this moment. Elijah Muhammad Cunningham is having the conversation with Coach, and he's still talking to him. He hasn't even begun to address the team yet, Fowler.
No, he had one man he was going to give the business to, and he did.
My goodness.
Oh, man, this is an interesting match.
Well, Fowler, the Hubner Seeds key to the game, score more points than the opposition.
How about that?
Even Eric, the War Eagle Westfall from Hubner Seed, can figure that out.
Right.
All right, it's 8-5. Lead belongs to Hamilton. Ball belongs to South Suburban from South Holland, Illinois. Right down the lane, and we could have had a travel or a foul. They decided to call the contact, Fowler.
Sometimes you like to peg these teams right now. It looks like South Suburban's kind of a right-handed team. All their offense generates the right side. They don't come back the left side at all.
Jovan Hitch called for the foul, his first team second. Going to the free throw line will be Adam Tolo. Yesterday in the game against Cecil, Tolo looking for his free throw attempts. Went to the line twice, was unsuccessful, Fowler.
Well, he's made up for it.
First one was in, second one was not. Free throws. Dave Harvey, free throws. Down the other end is Hamilton. Dunk. Tell you what, the guy who's hot right now is Curtis Spivey, number 21, Fowler.
Took advantage of the situation there. There's a steal.
Steal at midcourt by Hamilton, and we've got a contact foul called on Mohammed Cunningham. South Suburban, that'll be his first, team's first. Spivey's got 8, averages 29. Yesterday they could have used those points, Fowler Canal. Yesterday he had 10. So he was 19 points under his average for the year. Again, Spivey's only played half the season for Coach.
Right.
Spivey now has 10.
What an easy basket.
How did he get so open?
Coach calling the timeout again. Whole new group of players.
Well, here comes a 5-for-5 substitution.
First unit, so I imagine he's going to spend most of his time talking to them while the action with the second unit plays.
17-15 is the score, or 17-15 is the time. The score is 12-6. Hamilton from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hamilton averaged well over 100 points a game this
103 to be exact.
Count on it again. Yesterday we said the first team to get to 100. I don't think that'll be the case today, but
No.
I look for him to score in the high 90s.
South Suburban averaged 76 a game, Fowler, but Hamilton 103.
Right.
Hamilton average giving up 72. South Suburban average giving up 65.
When you score 100 and some, you have to give up a lot.
Well, Coach has called 2 timeouts here in the early going.
Whoops.
And there is another steal, near steal by Hamilton at midcourt. Nice little crowd in the gym this afternoon, or this morning, Fowler. Yesterday we had 3 schools,
Right.
and that north side of the gym was packed. Almost an over and back call there. Found the top of the key. Now Muhammad has the basketball. Muhammad Cunningham. Elijah Muhammad Cunningham for the Bulldogs.
Finally, they're taking a shot from the left side of the basket and made it.
In comes the bench. Chris Harris with the bucket. Yesterday, Fowler, in game 2 here again, which South Suburban played, the bench outscored the starters.
Happens.
And Hamilton throws the ball away. A county market turnover, the second turnover of the half.
Did they put on an extra shift after yesterday?
I talked to Marissa. They had to order more dough.
I would think so.
Lots of turnovers.
Better contact the supplier, because
All right. South Suburban with the basketball, and down they go.
second unit's doing okay.
Indeed. Chris Harris with his 4th point for South Suburban. Now the big fella for Hamilton attacks outside the arc on the left side, throws it in the corner right, shot for 3. No good for Hamilton. Rebound South Suburban. Now South Suburban in a hurry. Up the floor they go. Push pass left side. Just inside the arc. Missing the 3-point attempt was Harris. Out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton. South Suburban will get it back underneath the West goal. It's just after 11 o'clock on WDAN Danville and WJOB Hammond. 16:05 to go. You're listening also to the NJCAA radio network along the internet throughout the country today as well. To the baseline, the Bulldogs attack, and we've got a whistle away from play and traveling ball on the Bulldogs. That is the second county market turnover. John Pagatti Fowler, who you find highly entertaining.
Oh, absolutely.
Great personality for the Bulldogs. Pagatti's team with a 24-10 record, and will exchange turnovers as Hamilton threw it away. That's the 3rd county market turnover. Donald's scoreboard indicates a 12-10 lead for Hamilton from Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll play guess what the coach is wearing here in a minute.
Hamilton's smallest school here.
Another turnover at the other end from Cadell for the Bulldogs and John Pagatti. That is number 3. Well, Fowler Cadell, the Hamilton College Ball Club, hails from Lincoln, Nebraska. They're actually 5 blocks away from the University of Nebraska.
Right.
Guess what shirt the coach for Hamilton is wearing? Coach Stephen Harris. His big red.
Big red with a big N. Huh?
With a big N on the pocket. There's a shot for 3 deflected by Danny Deaver for Hamilton. Back the other way come the South Suburban Bulldogs. Harris goes inside, misses the shot, tip is good, and timeout called by Hamilton. Count the basket for Lavardis Jones. Jones credit for the basket. Timeout taken by Hamilton College. We'll go ahead and take one too, Fowler Cadell. 15:08 to go. It's 12-12. You're listening to the NJCAA Radio Network. Back on 1490 WDAN and the NJCAA radio network and WJOB in Hammond, Indiana. 14-12 is our score. With the lead is the Hamilton Wrecking Crew from Lincoln, Nebraska. While we were away, Fowler Cannell. We had a turnover, but and a timeout by Hamilton because Coach wanted to talk things over.
Why not?
14:28 to go for the half. It's 14-12 is our score. Lead belongs to Hamilton. The basketball belongs to Hamilton. Hamilton in the all-black uniforms trimmed out in gold. Bulldogs in white trimmed out in black. And we got a foul called high on the court. It'll go against South Suburban's number 44, Luther Andrews. That'll be his first, team's second. Broadcast Associates Fowler Cannell had his water bottle too full, and now look at him. He's wearing it.
Well, that happened.
14-13, clock is rolling. Hopefully he didn't get it all over the computer. Down low goes Deaver for Hamilton, and he can't hang on. That is the 5th turnover for Hamilton. You know, Deaver had a really nice game yesterday, Fowler Cannell.
Yep.
For Hamilton. Deaver ended up with 18 points and 4 rebounds.
Well, Hamilton, I think, had 5 in double figures, didn't they? When you get over 100, you got to share the wealth.
Well, they only had 95,
yeah.
so they were at a low-scoring game for them. They averaged 103 into the lane. Down low on the block. Shots missed by South Suburban. Second effort, no good as well. Luther Andrews missed the shot inside, then out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. 13:49 to go on the McDonald's scoreboard. 14-12 is the score. 2-point advantage, Hamilton.
Right. Never know what's going to happen in a game like this. Coaches are into it early. Teams are moving the ball around a little more than we thought. We thought it'd be more outside shooting.
Now they're going inside, Fowler Cannell. There's a runner good for Marvin Jeter for South Suburban. That's his first 2 points. Almost everybody for South Suburban has scored at this point. Hamilton with the basketball on the floor. We've got a whistle. We got a couple of kids for South Suburban on the floor and one for Hamilton. They'll call the foul on South Suburban. Right in front of the coach. That's the team's 3rd foul. Mounting the basketball underneath the east goal here is Hamilton. In the corner, 3-ball on the way. Missed everything right into the hands of Chris Harris for South Suburban. Up across the 10-second line. The Bulldogs just inside the arc. Knocking it down is Chris Harris. He has 6. 16-14. Now a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. The big fella with the ball for Hamilton. Back out top, to the top it goes. Inside-outside game. Zach Vanselo now underneath and was hammered from behind. Foul goes against Lavardis Jones, his first, team's 4th.
He went to block the shot and hit him in the shoulder.
Well, he's so big.
Yeah, he is big. He's long in here.
Big and tall.
Yeah, he's long.
6'8" at 200 pounds is Zach Vanslo. Here's the first free throw. It is up and good. Seems to me that he had a good afternoon of free throw shooting yesterday, Fowler. Everybody did for Hamilton.
Well, a lot of activity in that game.
Second one's coming up. Of course, Vanslo is a left-hander, Fowler.
Yep.
The southpaw misses the second. Rebound comes down to South Suburban Community College from the Chicago area. Clock's at 2 minutes, 52 seconds and rolling. 16-15 lead belongs to the Bulldogs with the basketball. Into the lane, we've got a whistle. Foul will go against Hamilton. That will be Hassan Stewart. It'll be his first, team's 3rd. 16:46 to go on the McDonald's scoreboard. All statistical data during the tournament brought to you by Brazelton Construction. From home restoration to siding and windows, call Brazelton Construction at 442-4421. Inbound.
Oh, my goodness.
Shot,
He
missed,
a bunny.
tip, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Back
Missed
to
a bunny.
Hamilton. Fowler Cannell, over 100 college coaches have been on hand so far in the tournament this year.
Absolutely, well over 100. That was yesterday, and we'll have some more here today. Some of them oh my goodness.
We got a block foul called right in front of us, Fowler Cannell.
That was a collision.
Fowler, you would have broke a hip if you were Luther Andrews. Knocked to the ground like that. Luther's second personal foul. That is the 5th on the team. Tournament director Dick Shockey walks past us here in a broadcast position. 16-15 is the score. Lead belongs to the Bulldogs of South Suburban. There's a drive, a shot, no good by Hamilton. Rebound, Spiva for Hamilton, but then he loses the basketball, and back the other way comes Larry Swan for the Bulldogs. Now he loses the basketball. Turnover number 5, County Market turnover number 5. Back in the lane, turning, spinning, nope, gonna pass it. Kicks it back out to the top to Deaver for Hamilton. Now they turn it over. Number 6, down the lane we go, and we'll get a foul call. Foul goes against Hamilton. Foul is called on Tyson Kingsley, his first.
He saw a blur going by and he grabbed it.
About right. We got Buzz working over the sideline, Fowler Cannell.
Buzz is into the game, isn't he?
He is working for Hamilton. 16-15 to go, +1 for South Suburban. They triggered the inbound, they lost the ball. Now they get it right back. With the basketball is Jones. Throws it up from the left side, goes in. He's got 2. 15, John Pagatti jumping up and down in front of us.
Jumping up and down, he wants defense now.
And now Spiva going to the lane, he slam dunks it, but he was fouled on his way in, no shot. Foul goes against South Suburban's Chris Harris, his first. 18-15 is the score. +3, South Suburban.
Lower scoring than I thought.
On the inbounds, the big fella gets it. He was just camping.
Yeah.
He was camping underneath the basket, Fowler, and he missed it.
Missed a bunny, yeah.
Zach Vanselo for Hamilton. Now 18-15 to score. South Suburban with a basketball. Lefty, shot, fader, no good.
Tough shot.
Off balance, fade away, and now we got a whistle and a reach-in foul by Adam Tolo. That'll be his first, team 7. 23 to go. Our broadcast partners, did he get cleaned up after his little spill there? We had a chemical spill here at Midcourt.
Had his morning bath.
18-23 to go, 18-15. South Suburban leads Hamilton. Again, if you want to contact us courtside, you can feel free to do so at NJCAA at hotmail.com. NJCAA at hotmail.com.
Oops,
free
short
throw.
on the free throw.
Missing the free throw is Lamar Wilburn. He won't get a second opportunity. He missed the Dave Harvey Country Insurance free throw, 11-13 to go. 18-15 to score. Number 1 of 5 today, Tolo. Free throw line, knocks it down for South Suburban. He's got 3.
Good ball movement on that to get him an open shot. Well executed.
It's 20-15. 3-ball, right side, Hamilton, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by Hamilton. South Suburban gets it back, 10:55 to go in the first half.
Hamilton have trouble with three-point land. They missed 4 out there.
Tyler Dishman in the ball game for Hamilton. Looking over the corner, Fowler Cannell, Dr. Alice Jacobs, the president of Danville Area Community College, watching the basketball game underneath the east goal.
Chair over there.
Talking to one of our favorites. 3-ball, right side, outside the arc, no good for Tolo for South Suburban. Rebound Hamilton. Up the floor, Spiva, he's dangerous, he's got 10. In the lane, spins towards the basket, he was fouled. Well, that's one way to keep him from scoring, Fowler.
Well, he ran into traffic. He went right, then came back left, and the defender grabbed him.
Foul is called on Elijah Mohammed Cunningham. That was his second, team 7th. Correction, team's 8th. First free throw is missed by Spiva.
It was wide right.
Curtis Spiva averaging 29, had 19 yesterday. He has 10 today. Coach Pagatti continues to march up and down in front of us. He's always engaged in a conversation. I'm just not sure with who. Second free throw missed by Spiva.
They missed 4 out of 5 on the free throw.
Up the floor, Mohammed Cunningham. Down the floor, and a nice lay-in by Deion Jones. He's got 4. 2-15 South Suburban.
Hamilton didn't bring any defense back for this game.
Nope. Devers rotates it around to the top. That's Kingsley. Right down the lane. The runner, no good. Rebound, South Suburban. Here come the Bulldogs up across the 10-second line. 10:07 for the half. Missing the lay-in. Follow is not going to happen. Went out of bounds. Redirected by Hamilton. So South, nope, correction. Out of bounds by South Suburban. Hamilton gets it back. Coach Pagatti is always coaching, Fowler Canal.
Yeah, half a dozen turnovers.
That's the 6th one, the County Market turnover.
Whoops.
All the way down at the east end of the floor comes Hamilton. Back up to the top to run the offense is Tyson Kingsley. Go back to his left and lobs it inside, stolen away. There is a turnover. Up the floor comes Hamilton, and you could have got a goaltend, but no. Timeout called by the coach. You love that, don't you, Fowler?
Right.
Big run to the glass, and then one of the players came running over for South Suburban, redirected the ball. The coach immediately called time. I'm not even sure that Hamilton officially had possession, Fowler Canal.
No, now he's got singled out somebody else now.
All right, we're talking about Coach Pagatti there on your video screen. If you're on the internet, you can see it as well. A little redirection, a little coaching. He's called 2 timeouts so far in the game to have one-on-one conversations, and he's always coaching. That's what I love about it.
Well, one thing about being an assistant coach on that team, you get to talk to the team more often than the head coach.
Elijah Muhammad Cunningham was the recipient of that conversation. You know, we've got a local coach here in the area by the name of Jeff Millis, coaches at the local Westville High School, and he's the kind of guy, he's always talking and he's always coaching.
Right.
Always coaching. 9:33 to go for the half, 22-15. Devers outside of the arc on the right side. So far, no points for Devers. He had 18 yesterday, and ball goes out of bounds. And guess who saved his own player? John Pagatti came over and grabbed Arthur Jeter to make sure that he wasn't going to get out of bounds. Kept him from flying over the bench. 9:22 to go for the half. Hamilton with the basketball. 3-point shot, right side, a little bit long for Hamilton. Rebound comes down to South Suburban. The miss was Danny Deaver.
Can't hit a 3. They can't hit a 3 today.
Ball is loose underneath the west goal, and Hamilton can come back the other way. Looking for a shot. They got it. Left side, about 18 feet away. Points.
Well, they'd missed 6 in a row before that one, so they got the range.
22-17. Fowler lead belongs to South Suburban. South Holland, Illinois. 8:46 to go. Ball is stripped away underneath the west goal, out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton. South Suburban retains possession.
South Suburban hadn't had any trouble getting shots in this game. Hamilton left their defense back in Nebraska.
Just because we never get a chance to say it, 22 to shoot. Fowler on the shot clock.
Okay.
We're all set to go for the inbound the basketball underneath the west goal. Basketball is triggered in. Here is South Suburban. Bodies hit the floor. Fowler, no call. Everybody stands around. Now we attack the goal, and we've got a foul called inside on Hamilton.
He attacked the goal, but my goodness, he had a lot of mileage to pick up there. A little bit of traveling that wasn't called on that one.
I believe they called Tyler Dishman for the foul. That is his first team's 5th. 8:34 for the first half, 22-17 on our McDonald's scoreboard. Here's the first free throw by the lefty for South Suburban.
Yeah, kind of unusual form there, but don't make any difference. You can put him in.
Deion Jones with his first free throw. He has 5. Second one coming up. Lots of lefties, Fowler, in the tournament.
Cocks his head when he shoots them. No matter, he made them.
They both went in.
That's right.
24-17. South Suburban with the lead. 8:29 to go for the half. Down the lane goes Hamilton in a foul.
Can you imagine Hamilton has only 17 points? My goodness.
Free throw coming up. Deion Jones called for the foul after those nice free throws, Fowler. At the free throw line for Hamilton will be Derek Brooks. First trip today to the free throw line for a Dave Harvey free throw from Country Insurance. He missed it.
They're 1 for 6 on free throws. Gives you an idea. They're used to playing in the afternoon or the evening.
Yeah, but they were perfect yesterday until late in the second half.
Well,
24-17 South Suburban.
There they stopped the ball.
The free throw is County Market free throw. It's Dave Harvey free throw. Now it's 24-18. Full court press applied by Hamilton. Double team in the backcourt. Trap on Fowler Canal, and now they throw it away. Number 7, county mark and turnover number 7.
Well, the press really helped him that time.
16 to go in the first half, 24-18. All timeouts sponsored during our tournament broadcast today and throughout the week by our good friends at Gutteridge Harley-Davidson. Michael, Beth, and all the gang at Gutteridge Harley-Davidson. An 8th turnover, an 8th county market turnover for Hamilton College. 8 minutes, 5 seconds to go for the half, 24-18. Tried to track down Dr. Jacobs for a halftime interview. She was in the gym earlier. We'll send our able-bodied producer after. See if we can find Dr. Jacobs for halftime. 7 minutes, 52 seconds to go to the half, 24-18. Free ball, outside, good.
That was a big one. That gives them
First HoopstonCars.com three-point shot of the game. 27-18. South Suburban down to the other end for Hamilton, and the ball hit the standard, so it's out of bounds. So the first three-point basket was scored in this game by South Suburban. Larry Swan, and the HoopstonCars.com three-point shot. You would have been shocked, Fowler, if I would have said at the beginning of the game that would be the case at 7 minutes to go in the half.
Hard to believe, right? Hamilton loves to shoot threes.
7:17, clock rolls, 27-18.
Ooh, what a pass.
Hamilton trails with the shot, missed it, rebound, South Suburban, they can build on their lead. John Pagatti is calling for play 2 up. We'll see what that is, Fowler Canal. Just under 7 minutes to go, 27-18,
They
South
get most
Suburban.
any shot they want. They haven't had any trouble finding openings.
Hamilton College, 18 points with 6.5 minutes to go in the half. Here's a steal. Hamilton back the other way. That is the 9th turnover for South Suburban, and we've got a block foul called underneath the basket underneath the east side of the gymnasium. Foul goes against South Suburban's Marvin Jeter. That is his first two-shot foul coming up here for Hamilton. 6:42 to go for the half. 27-18 on the McDonald's scoreboard. Coming up at our Oaks halftime show. The Oaks halftime show is sponsored by the Oaks in Oakwood. Spend quality time with your family with a great meal, Fowler Canal at the Oaks.
Hamilton was 2 for 7 on free throws before that success, so maybe they get their free throw scoring away to help them out because they're trailing by 8 right now.
Tyson Kingsley, first free throw is good. Second one coming up. One of our few right-handed free throw shooters in this game so far, Fowler.
They made them both.
He sure did. Free throws presented by Country Insurance and Financial Services agent Dave Harvey. Across the 10-second line comes South Suburban up 7. Now they're up 9. Nice lay-in for South Suburban by Marvin Jeter. He's got 4. 29-20. South Suburban leads Hamilton. 6.5 minutes to go for the first half. The big fella, right side for a three-point attempt, no good by Zach Vanzelo for Hamilton, and with the rebound is South Suburban. 29-20, Fowler Canal.
Surprising that Hamilton isn't scoring more than they are, but they've certainly done plenty of defense either.
Top of the key, they swing it around. Three-point shot, nope, just inside the arc for South Suburban. Larry 31-20, now with 11-point lead. There is a miss by Hamilton. South Suburban can build the lead. Down the floor they go. Layup on the left side. No. Contact, and that will be a foul coming up on Curtis Spiva. He
made sure on the foul, he leveled the man.
Did you notice who took care of the floor down there after the big collision?
Yeah.
Clyde Osborne, the man on the mop, and I'll tell you what, full timeout taken. Full timeout taken by Hamilton. Will too. It's 31-20, an 11-point lead for South Suburban. 5:51 to go for the first half. Time now for this timeout presented by Gutteridge Harley-Davidson. You're listening to the NJCAA Radio Network. 5:51 to go in the first half, 31-20. Chief engineer back at the radio station, Dandy Don Russell. The assistant chief engineer and director of operations, Tom Barnes. Tournament broadcast executive producer, Eric Turner. We got all the muckety mucks,
cast
fella.
of hundreds, huh?
We do. It's 31-20. First free throw is up and good for Lavardis Jones for South Suburban, making it 32-20, a 12-point advantage. Now it's a 13-point advantage for South Suburban. Both free throws good. Fowler 33-25, 5:47 to go for the game, or the first half.
Michael, they're 6 of 8 at the free throw line. That's been a big help to them.
Hamilton College in the all-black uniforms works to the right side on your radio dial or on your TV screen, or to the east side of the gymnasium. Now they turn the ball over right in front of Coach John Bugatti, then a reach-in foul called on Hamilton. And John Bugatti runs out on the floor and picks his player up, Fowler Cannell.
11 turnovers.
Come back down and shoot some free throws, Fowler.
Right.
Lots of coaches here today, Fowler. Almost the entire west side, or the north side of the gym, is full of college coaches. Again, over 100 yesterday.
Yeah, they're always looking for a player or two, and it's not always the star player that they're looking at. They look at the freshmen and see if they've got some potential. And
at the free throw line is Ricky Claiborne for South Suburban from South Holland, Illinois. The right-hander's first free throw is good. Claiborne with 3 points. Fowler Cannell, another Dave Harvey free throw. Dave had to take out another insurance policy yesterday for all the free throws we shot in just our game.
that was a lot of them that first game, wasn't it?
5:29 to go for the first half. It's now 35-20. I'm a bit surprised here, Fowler Cannell. Ricky Claiborne's both.
By the spread, not just by the spread, but by the lack of points for Hamilton. For a team that averaged 103 a game, long way to go.
Spiva drives the lane, shoots it up over 2 defenders. Ball is loose. Spiva gets it back, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound comes back down to the top of the key. The big fella, Vancelo. You like your center at 6'8", playing up top, Fowler Cannell, huh? Little unusual. Ball goes out of bounds, but last touch by South Suburban right in front of their official score.
So many teams now play guys interchangeably. Forwards and guards are virtually interchangeable. A lot of teams just don't have a true center.
5:01 for the first half, 35-20. Our intended halftime guest is Dr. Alice Marie Jacobs, the president of Danville Area Community College. Fowler. Hamilton works outside the arc, down 15. They'll launch a 3 and nail it. Nope, only a 2.
Well, they finally broke the spell. They missed 5 in a row.
Elijah Muhammad Cunningham, 35-22, 13. Coach Bugatti waving his arm, saying, run baseline. Hamilton in a 2-3 zone here, Fowler Cannell. 35-22. This may be the record for least amount of points scored in a half by Hamilton.
I'm sure.
Shot is good for Lavardis Jones. He has 6 for Hamilton. Correction for South Suburban, 37-22. And a push foul called inside on the Bulldogs, number 14, Marvin Jeter. That'll be his second. 4:16 to go for the first half, 37-22.
Well, Michael, we've shot 19 free throws already in this game.
And Fowler Cannell, if you look behind you, back up towards the south side, there's a lot of college coaches up there. I'm not sure I remember this many
for a second day.
Just coaches in the second day. Free throw line, number 4, Tyson Kingsley. Fowler, he's pretty good from the line so far today. Second free throw up, and he missed that one.
Bragged on him too soon.
I sure did. First good, second not. 37-23. This belongs to South Holland. South Holland, South Suburban. 10th turnover. Now Hamilton nearly has the ball stolen away. Now they do. On the break, Jones down the lane. Layup is up. Count the basket and a foul coming up. Basket was good by Marvin Jeter. That'll be his 6th point. And a foul called against Hamilton.
Well, Hamilton sent in one of the smallest players of the tournament to try to stem the tide. About 5'6", maybe.
The little guy comes in.
Yeah.
5'9", Fowler, 148 pounds.
They list him as 5'9".
He's not 5'9". I'm taller than he is, and I'm 5'8 and a half. First free throw, the only free throw, is good because it was the conventional three-point play. 7 points for Jeter.
They've hit 7 free throws in a row.
40-23 South Suburban.
Goodness gracious, that was wide right.
From the
Way right.
top of the key. Rebound comes down to South Suburban. To the baseline. Now they'll rotate it back up to the top. 3:37 to go for the half. 40-23 South Suburban. Left side shot no good for Chris Harris. Rebound up no good on the second attempt for Jones. Ball is still loose and Clyde Osborne will make the rebound.
That was wild, wasn't it?
And he's the mop man. South Suburban will retain possession. 3:24 to go. Top of the key on the inbounds. Over into the corner. South Suburban works inside to Jones. Back over to the right side, just inside the arc. Launching and good. That is Harris.
Good ball movement again.
Harris with 8, 42-23. South Suburban leads Hamilton. Cannot believe that Hamilton has only scored 23 points in this half. The little guy on the left side. To the baseline. Venslow throws it over. Shot no good. Brazil. And here comes South Suburban back the other way now. 2 minutes, 49 seconds to go. Across the 10-second line comes South Suburban, nearly stealing it away. Going to the glass, getting the shot, and foul was Donovan O'Neill. No basket.
As we keep saying, they get almost any shot they want, inside, outside, or anything. Hamilton just hadn't played defense since they arrived.
Tyson Kingsley called for the foul. 42-23. Kingsley has 2. At the free throw line for South Suburban is Donovan O'Neill. This will be his first attempt, and that thing caromed off the rim, Fowler.
Broke their string of 7 in a row.
That was not a very good attempt. They'll have another. 42-23. Lead belongs to South Suburban. He missed the second one. Rebound, South Suburban. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Stephen Harris is not going to be happy. There is a missed three-point attempt, and South Suburban gets it back. Hamilton just standing around, Fowler Cannell. 2:28 to go. South Suburban, push pass over to the right side. Chris Harris, now they engage the defense. Back up to the top, 18 seconds to shoot. Harris just inside the arc. Lets one fly, rattles it in.
Boy, that was a rattle.
Fowler, it is 44-23.
Yeah, this is not even a game right now.
Here comes Hamilton. They missed the shot. One and done for Hamilton, and they'll come back the other way. Across the 10-second line, Marvin Jeter all the way down. Layup is missed. The follow is no good. Ball is loose. And here comes the outlet, and that little showtime here coming up. Fowler Cannell. Nope, layup.
He just made a layup.
Well, that's good. I like that. Wilburn, 44-25. Lead comes under 20. Down to 19, and ball is loose. One of the Bulldogs fell down. Now it's Ricky Claiborne with it, and travel to call a turnover. Minute 37 to go for the half, 44-25. And, you know, the thing is, Fowler, if you want to impress one of these coaches that is here looking for a player and you're playing for Hamilton, you're playing flat-footed here.
You're not impressing anybody today.
I know Coach was not happy with some of the effort he got yesterday when they scored 95. I'm sure he's not happy today with only 25.
Well, he was unhappy with the defense. That defense yesterday was good compared to this thing.
Down to 90 seconds, whistle away from play, and we'll have a foul called on South Suburban. LaVardis Jones called for his first. A minute 28 to go for the half. 44-25. About 15 minutes in front of 1 o'clock over the Eastern time zone, which is only a mile from here, but we are in the Central time zone here in Illinois. It's coming up on the noon hour. First free throw is good. Second one coming up. At the free throw line is Tyler Dishman. He wastes no time in shooting the free throw, and he missed it, and we've got a position foul called on Hamilton. That'll go against Kingsley. That'll be his third. Coming up on noon for the listeners on WDAN. Coming up on 1 o'clock for the listeners of WJOB over in Hammond, Indiana. Fowler Cannell.
Well, they got reason to cheer this morning. He's doing well.
Yeah, those guys at WJOB ought to be very happy. 44-26. Now, their radio crew was here yesterday to originate the broadcast, and they got beat. And they've got the Hall of Fame Fowler Cannell on the radio, and they're winning.
How about that?
You must be lucky for South Suburban, Fowler.
Well, they're doing well right now.
Larry Swan of the free throw line. First is good. The Dave Harvey Country Insurance and Financial Services free throw. Second Dave Harvey free throw is no good. By Larry Swan. The rebound comes down 45-26. South Suburban with the big lead. Up 19. Ball is loose on the floor. Tipped away. Here come the Bulldogs. Bounce pass Fowler. Nicely done. The layup is up and good. Larry Swan.
Any shot they want, they can take it in this game.
47-26, 21 points. Here's another steal. Here come the Bulldogs. Up the floor, down the lane. Layup is missed. Under a minute to go. And the ball goes out of bounds, off the miss, and out of bounds. Things are going so bad for Hamilton that even Buzz is sitting down. He's not even up. Now he gets up. Buzz, the local mascot. He's the mascot for hire. He's a hired gun.
Oh, how about that? Any shot they want, they get.
South Suburban scores on the inbound. Ricky Claiborne, nicely done. 49-26. I have to say I am surprised. 44 seconds to go. Three-pointed tip missed by Spiva for Hamilton. Up the floor comes South Suburban. All the way down. The layup is redirected. No foul called. Here comes Hamilton back the other way. 32 seconds to go. Down the lane and travel the call.
Yeah, Hamilton's played that eyeball defense. They don't move their feet. Don't move anything else. Just their eyes.
29 seconds for the half. 49-26. It's South Suburban from South Holland, Illinois, leading Hamilton from Lincoln, Nebraska. A long bus ride back to Lincoln, Fowler. 49-26, and we're just coming up at the half.
Yeah, and they've done it with only one three-pointer. They haven't needed three-pointers.
Hamilton averages 103 points a game. 103. They've got 26 here at the half.
They yield a lot, too.
8 seconds to go for the half. Three-point attempt. Good!
Why not?
The end of the first half, and fans, you are just not in Lincoln. You will for the folks in South Holland. At the half, it's 52-26. South Suburban leads Hamilton, and I don't think I'd want to be in the locker room at halftime, Fowler Cannell, for the leads Hamilton 52-26. Still can't believe it, Fowler, but give us the first half team stats.
Well, the team stats all South Suburban. 20 of 37 from the field, 2 of 6 on threes, 10 of 14 at the free throw line, while Hamilton was 10 of 29 and 0 for 9 on three-pointers. They only had 6 of 13 at the line. They were badly out-rebounded, and this has just been a surprising turn of events. I knew South Suburban was a little more structured, but I had no idea Hamilton's defense was as bad.
Coach Stephen Harris told his team down in the locker room at halftime.
Harris, you'd like to see him put forth an effort that they've done all year. That's certainly not how they got here by winning 29 in a row and suffered a loss the other night in a game where they scored 95 points. But my goodness, 26 points. Like everybody forgot to wake up.
All right, Fowler, we are set to go for the second half here on 1490 WDAN and WJOB. Two radio stations along the way, as well as on the internet, both video and audio. And we start things off right where we left off with a foul here, Fowler.
How about that?
That's not going to make Coach Pagani very happy because Adam Tolo ends up with his first team foul. 9 minutes, 14 seconds to go for the game, 52-26. We'll see what kind of life Hamilton has in them. They take the inbound, miss the shot, rebound comes down. Nope, still scrub. We still got a scrub. All bodies around. We'll tie it up, and they release, and the ball will come back to South Suburban. Well, let's set the lineup for you. Adam Tolo in the ball game, Chris Harris for South Suburban, Marvin Jeter. Also in the ball game for South Suburban, Laverius Jones and Ricky Claiborne. On the floor, Coach John Magotti, who has just been a delight to watch coach basketball, Fowler Cannell.
He has been. Oh, what a tough shot.
To the baseline, missing the shot. South Suburban, we got a foul called inside on Hamilton. 25. Hassan Stewart called for the foul. Team's first, his first. Coach Steve Harris has his hands on his hips, wearing his bright red Nebraska shirt, Fowler. Cannell looking in on things. He is just not happy. South Suburban works to the east side or the right side of your radio. East side of the gymnasium here. Some of our coaches have thinned out. That's because they're serving lunch downstairs, Fowler, in the hospitality room.
Well, they're keeping active.
Top of the key, three-point shot, good. Devon. He's got 8, 2 3-pointers. Cars.com three-point shot. Down the lane goes Hamilton, and a foul called on South Suburban. Our first half statistics brought to you by Brazelton Construction for home restoration to siding and windows. Call Brazelton Construction, 442-4421. Listening to WDAN Danville, WJOB Hammond, and the NJCAA Radio Network.
Well, their miseries at the free throw line continue for Hamilton.
Jovan Hitch at the free throw line. Fowler misses the first. He will have another. That's his first attempt for the ball game. Second coming up, and it is good. 18:51 for the game. It's 55-27. Lead belongs to South Suburban, the Bulldogs.
1 point average.
For the half.
For the half.
They're averaging 105 for the game, or for their per game.
31 below their average for a half.
It's getting worse as the clock continues on. The Bulldogs rotate the basketball. 2-3 zone by Hamilton. They work to the baseline. That's Harris for South Suburban. Head fake on the three for O'Neal for South Suburban. Lob it inside. Looking for some help, then back up to the top to Tolo. Hey, I'm open. I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to miss. Rebound Hamilton. 5:27 South Suburban. 18:17 to go.
Man.
Three-point attempt is missed by Deaver. Rebound inside to the big fella, Vansalo, and Vansalo can't hang on, and out of bounds it goes. I'll tell you what, just no life for this team, fella.
Yeah, and he missed a three-point so bad they got the rebound because there wasn't any glass for it. They just went clear to the other.
Well, Danny Deaver had, 18 points yesterday, 0 today. Got the ball right now. Back up to the top. 18 to go for the game. 55-27. Ball is on the floor, picked up by the Bulldogs, and here come the Bulldogs across the way. Just for fun, Fowler, 29 seconds to shoot. That's all right, they shot it. Harris misses it, and the ball hit the guide wire. Now, here at DACC, Fowler, there's the standard, goes straight up and down, but then there is a cable that draws the baskets up, and it kind of hangs down over the top of the goal.
Well, it's an angle shot, but it does hang over the goal. It's actually about maybe half more feet before it.
We had Ronnie Fields in here in high school about 10 years ago, and he could probably touch that cable.
That's about right.
Here's a three-point shot by Deaver. No good. Rebound is good, and Sliva gets the bucket. He's got 12, and he's the only thing offensively that's happened on the good side for Hamilton College. 17:30 to go for the game. It's 55-29. Timeout taken by South Suburban. Why not? We'll take one too. It's a Gutteridge Harley-Davidson timeout. You're listening to the NJCAA Radio Network. Back on WDAN and the NJCAA Radio Network, 55-29 into the timeout. Belongs to South Suburban. Hamilton on the way down, and we have a missed shot on one end offensive foul on the other. We'll call that a player control foul. Have been told before on this broadcast. That is the 4th foul on Tyson Kingsley for Hamilton. He goes down and takes a seat. 17-10 for the game, 55-29. Hey, Fowler, I found the hardest working person on the gym right now. She's sitting to your right. She's the scorekeeper for South Hamilton. She's keeping the book. She's taking pictures with a digital camera, and she's text messaging in her phone all at the same time. Exactly right. Shot is missed for 3 by South Suburban. They get the rebound back, but can't hang on, and out of bounds it goes. And earlier she had an iPod on. What's that? Oh yeah, she said, I'm for South Suburban. No question about that. She's taking pictures of all the guys on the team, the coaches.
She's technology.
Exactly right. And now a technical foul called on John Bugatti, who leads 55-29.
Figure that one out, Michael.
Well, Coach didn't like the fact that there was not a foul called on that last time down the floor.
When you're ahead by 26, I don't think I'd be too concerned.
So a technical foul has been called on the bench for South Suburban at 16:44 the second half. You don't often see that, Fowler Cannell.
No.
At the free throw line to shoot the first technical shot. First one's good, second one's good. Designated free throw shooter was Tyler Dishman, Fowler. Yep. So he gets the first 2 technical shots, and now it will be possession for Hamilton.
5 points.
55-31. Hamilton leads South Suburban leads Hamilton. 16:30 for the game. There's a runner, missed. Rebound comes down to South Suburban, and now here comes Suburban on the break. 3-on-2 break. Kind of a nifty little whip pass inside, but it is stolen away by the Bulldogs. Now the Bulldogs get it back. They tried to call timeout before they left the playing surface and were unable to do that. 16-18 to go. John Bugatti in front of us, yelling instructions into his team, Fowler. Yep. One of the unique things about this tournament is one team is going to be eliminated from play before 4 teams have ever played a game.
Well, that's hard to find how they pair them up.
5:31 blind draw. You can't see it, Fowler. It's almost impossible. Had this discussion with Eric Turner earlier today.
Right.
Eric said, well, what about a couple of at-large teams? Well, that's next to impossible as well. No. Then how about seeding a region that you know is good over the years? Well, then, what if you leave out someone in a non-good year?
And somebody had the nerve to suggest a 16-team tournament.
Well, that's been talked about.
Well,
and it's not going to happen.
Shockey just about had a heart attack when he heard that. 12 is tough enough to manage.
Dr. Jacobs had to get out the defibrillators. All right, South Suburban misses the 3-point basket attempt. Rebound comes back down to the Bulldogs. 15:29 to go. 55-31 for the game. South Suburban with the lead. 22 seconds to shoot here, Fowler. South Suburban milking the clock.
They slowed it down.
Waiting for the inside play. They get it, kind of a loose ball, scooped up and scoring. A.J. Mondani. Bounce right in front of our broadcast position. And Danny got his first 2 points. It's now 57-31.
The Hamilton coach just had his hands on his hips. I just shook his head. What's going on?
You know, you got Coach down there. You got Coach Harris for Hamilton, who's not very happy with his ball club being down 57-31. You got Coach Bugatti in front of us, who just picked up a technical with a 57-31 lead. So there's a miss, a second miss for the Bulldogs, and the outlet pass comes up to Hamilton. 14:54 to go for the ball game, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by South Suburban. 57-31. Game number 2 coming up yet this afternoon, Fowler Cannell, and that too should be an entertaining affair. Monroe from Rochester, New York, and Oakton from Des Plaines. This shot for Hamilton, 57-31. Here comes South Suburban down to the floor and travel the call. Larry Swan ends up on the floor, and right now Fowler's still on the floor.
Yeah, he took a pretty good
hit there.
And he's got, if the paint could leave a mark, he'll have green elbows.
Absolutely.
The trainer immediately comes out to make sure that he's okay, and so does Coach. Now we'll have to get a little mop crew down there, Fowler, because there is some residue left on the floor.
Yeah.
It looks more like tennis shoe type, like shoe polish.
Skid marks, yeah.
That's it, skid marks. Apparently, we're not going to address it because Darrell Robinson, former Danville player, is out on the floor here, Fowler, taking care of the housekeeping. At the same time, play is in, but we've seen him play for years. He can get out of the way fast.
Yes, sir. He's quite a player.
14:21 to go. Three-point attempt, no good. Over in the corner for Hamilton. That was Deaver. They'll fire up another three. That's no good. Tip up, no good. Fourth time not coming for Hamilton. Here comes South Holland, South Suburban on the break. The layup from the right side is good. That was Harris. 59-31, Fowler Canal, and this lead is quickly looking towards 30 points. Here's a three-point attempt right side. That's good for Hamilton. Three-point shot, a hoopsandcars.com three-point shot. 13:49 for the game. In the lane, layup is good for Suburban. A bucket. 13:37 for the game, 61-34.
What a shot that was.
Oh, and it died on the edge of the back of the rim.
The ball is...
It died on the back of the
you
rim.
rarely ever see that. You see that about once every 3 years. I mean, you see the balls that stuck on the side sometimes, the notch there, but that baby was just flat out on the back rim.
Now, you don't get credit for a basket because there was no basket. It's a held ball.
Isn't that amazing? You just don't see that.
The ball went up, it rolled around, it came to a rest, and just stopped.
Just didn't want to move.
That would be a no English ball. Comes back and does the honors. Fowler Cadell and scores for Hamilton. He's got 14-6.
Inspired this half.
Harris back down the end and scores.
They still haven't figured out how to play this game.
Harris has 14, 61-36. South Suburban leads Hamilton. I'm sorry, 63-36. We beat the scoreboard. Back at the other end, it's Gary Brooks. He's got 8. For Hamilton, 63-38. Almost got to 30, Fowler. To the baseline, South Hamilton. Shot on the baseline was Donovan O'Neal. The putback, though, is good off the miss. O'Neal gets the bucket. 65-38. 12:33 to go on the McDonald's scoreboard. The layup no good for Hamilton. The game's starting to pick up a little momentum here, Fowler. Push pass down the end, dunk, miss, rebound, comes down to Hamilton. A young man with cramps right in front of us. Donovan down to the other end. Correction. Deaver down to the other end. He gets the bucket. And cramps for Curtis Spiva will get a official's timeout. 12 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Ball game 65-40. A 25-point advantage, Fowler Canal, for South Suburban.
Well, the tempo picked up. Hamilton decided to play a little better basketball. They've been moving a lot better. They're still trailed by a huge amount, but at least they're putting forth a little better effort.
Spiva will take a seat. He pulled up right in front of us, Fowler, with a cramp. And you've ever had a cramp,
I saw him when he
jumped
went down,
right out of bed. One of those things.
Those are tough.
All right, here comes the Bulldogs up the floor. I'm not sure anybody was going to pick up the ball. Fowler's heading right towards us. I was going to have to save you. Got a whistle away from play, and timeout called by the coach. John Bugatti calls the timeout.
Got another 5 coming in, I think.
South Suburban leads by 25, 65-40 over Hamilton. You're listening to the NJCAA Radio Network.
22, 24, 33.
Back on the NJCAA radio network, 12:08 to go in the ball game. 65-40, and Fowler Cannell, you were listening in to Coach Pagatti. He looks over this way, and he said right before that timeout, I'm going to end up getting myself thrown out of here. He's up 25, 65-40. With the basketball is South Suburban, the Bulldogs. Entry pass, lots of bodies flying, basket is good. For Andrews with his 4th point, it's now a 27. 11:46 to go. And Hamilton College will be eliminated from the national tournament, Fowler Cannell, before 4 teams have even played. Loose ball on the inside. Again, they attack the west side. Hamilton remains with it. Deaver will fire 3, short again. Deaver with 2 points in the game. He had 18 yesterday. They've got 40 points for the game. They had 95 yesterday, and put back in a foul, and they're averaging 103 for the season. 22. Foul goes on Brazil, Kenny Brazil. That's his first for Hamilton. Meanwhile, count the basket for South Suburban, Deion Jones. That was Deion Jones's 8th point of the game. Fowler will have a chance for a conventional 3-point play and his 9th point. Here's the free throw. The lefty is good.
Nice soft shot, bounced in.
That was a free throw presented by Country Insurance and financial service agent David Harvey.
70-40.
How's that? 30-point advantage, 11 minutes to go. Team is down 30 with 11 to go. He's averaging 103. Almost 400. The attendance for game number 1 today, Fowler Cannell.
That's very good.
From our official counter of people, and that would be Jeannie Cook. Here comes the Bulldogs to the baseline. Whoa,
wow,
nice
what
move.
a shot that was.
Deion Jones, 11, Fowler.
Body control on that shot. My
Now it's
goodness.
a 32-point advantage. 72-40. Kind of the opposite of yesterday's game we had, Fowler.
Whoa.
Oh, rattles one in for 3. Hitch has 6. Back at the other end, we get a basket and a foul. The 3-point basket presented by hoopsandcars.com by Jovan Hitch's 6 point. Meanwhile, back at the other end of the gym, we've got a lay-in that is good, plus a foul against Hamilton. Count the basket for Chris Harris. He's got 16.
The New Orleans coach said playoffs. Remember he said that? And then,
Absolutely.
well, down here it's defense. What do you mean defense?
Good old Jim Mora.
Defense. There is no such thing as defense.
Of course, Jim Mora spent a little time in Indianapolis before Tony Dungy arrived in town.
Whoops.
Free throw is missed by Chris Harris. Missed the Dave Harvey free throw, 74-43, plus 31. Foul called at the other end on South Suburban. 54 to go for the ball game. Not a shooting foul, Fowler Cannell, so it'll be inbound underneath the basket.
We got a little confusion on the who's going in and out of the game here.
There we go. We got everybody situated. Coming back out of the ball game was Luther Andrews.
Normally only play 5.
Well, I mean, you tried to substitute 5. Saw that yesterday. They tried to send 6 in. Actually, that was Hamilton. Coach Harris, 10-11 to go. 3-point shot left side, good. Hoopsandstars.com 3-point shot. He's got 6 points. 74-46. South Suburban leads Hamilton. 9:52 to go for the ball game. 74-46. To the baseline. Haven't had many dunks, Fowler.
No.
Deion Jones with his 13th point. 9:36 to go, and we've got a push foul inside on a missed basket by Hamilton. 9 minutes, 34 seconds for the ball game. 76-46. Lead goes back to 30.
I do believe we're going to have a team get 100, but it's not going to be the one we thought might get 100.
That's 2 in a row for our broadcast, Fowler.
Right, absolutely. We get all the scoring games.
And the first free throw is missed for Hamilton. Lamar Wilburn, you and I called yesterday's first game, which was 101 to 95. Second free throw, that was a line drive. That was no good. The ball in the corner belongs to South. Normally I'm the overtime guy, but this tournament with 100 guys.
Yeah, that's right.
9:30 to go. Coach Bugatti right in front of us. You see Coach Bugatti there?
He's still coaching like it's a 4-point game.
Absolutely. We talked to the scorekeeper to our right. She said that this is calm for Coach Bugatti. Now he's talking to the mayor. Scores table. He's looking over to scorekeeper. Now he looks back at the ball game.
Oh, he got killed.
Inside,
He got
South
killed
Suburban
on that.
goes. And Fowler, you mentioned it. Big collision, big foul. To the free throw line will go Harris. At the free throw line is Chris Harris. He's got 16. He is 0 for 1 from the free throw line, and he misses that one.
A bit long on that.
Chris Harris is not liking his Dave Harvey Country Insurance free throws, Fowler.
Oh, coach is still directing traffic.
Lead 76-46, plus 30. It's now 31 as Harris makes a free throw. 6 to go in the half, or I should say for the game, 77-46.
A little shove down there.
I'm not so sure you're going to see 100, Fowler.
Well, I don't know.
Foul goes against South Suburban. Marcy, that is his first.
Having a little credit for defense.
Momentum. Coach Bugatti wants 100 though. Found for Hamilton. They drive the baseline and score. Spiva with his 16th point. He averages 29. Had 18, or I guess maybe 19 yesterday, Fowler. Quickly a foul at the other end. Things have slowed down just a little bit. Sherman's looking on the far side. Chris Griffin, the great Danville High School soccer players of all time.
Absolutely.
Talking to Coach Carpenter, Danville Area Community College. Country Insurance, a big sponsor of the tournament. Dave Harvey, our sponsor of the free throw. Missed by South Suburban, kind of a scooper that didn't go.
Didn't have much of a shot.
No, sir. Here comes Spiva down the other way, and he was fouled en route to the basket. Thanks to Greg Dolan from Seeger Memorial Junior and Senior High School. He's come over to help us at the tournament this week. Taking care of coaches and tracking down interviews and whatnot. Lots of help. 400 volunteers, Fowler, to put this thing on.
And they almost turned some people away. They had so many.
Yeah.
So that's nice, isn't it?
That's what they told Bill Pickett. That is nice. Not that we don't want the help, but we don't need the help. At the free throw line is Curtis Spiva. He misses the first. I think the story for next year is tell Jeannie you want to help earlier.
Right.
Of course, the now we've got our 5-for-5 substitute. Actually, it'll be 4-for-4 because you can't replace the shooter, Fowler. Got some free throwing to do yet. 77-48. Lead belongs to South Suburban. A delegation from Danville will be heading to Tucson, Arizona next Thursday. First free throw is missed for Spiva. Second also is missed, and the ball goes out of bounds off the missed free throw. Fowler back to Hamilton, and a timeout taken. And a delegation from Danville will be leaving on Thursday of next week to go to the NJCAA national meeting in Tucson, Arizona to make the presentation to retain the tournament. But I can tell you this, that it is the people of the city of Danville that really make the presentation, and that is to those officials, teams, and guests and hosts, Fowler, that come to Danville every year.
Right.
The most important thing that can be said about the Danville bid is being said this week, not next week when we're all lined up in a room with a bunch of tournament officials.
I think you guys should have had the meeting in February. Got away from all the snow and everything.
You mean it's a little, you know, it was 99 degrees in Phoenix last week.
Yeah.
It may be a little warm. It may be a little verklempt. We may have to bring our swimming suits. Keep the Danville delegation in swimming trunks. Do you want to see Dick Shockey off the high dive?
What, are you down there for 10 days?
No, just down there for 3, but I'm sure we'll work our way to the pool. for a fruity beverage, and now we'll have some folks going with us as
Good.
some of our wives are attending. They have other things that they're interested in doing when they get down there. And I think some of it has to do with crossing the border. I just hope that they can find their way back. Well, maybe not. Well, Dick Shockey said he was going to be the chaperone.
Uh-huh.
Would you trust Julie and
No, I wouldn't
others
if I
with
were you.
Dick Shockey?
Here we go.
All right, back after the timeout. They missed the three-point shot, New Hamilton.
Wasn't even in the same area code on that three.
Hey, I want to know something. I mean, I know things have not gone well for Hamilton, but where's Buzz?
Buzz relinquished his duties.
He's gone.
It was so bad Buzz had to leave.
They got the Hamilton mascot on loan here, and he's gone. 8:16 to go, and they missed the bunny. Hamilton had a wide open layup, missed it by Zach Manslow. And now the Bulldogs come back the other way. 77-48. Lead belongs to South Suburban, who will play again, Fowler Cannell. They've worked their way into the championship of the consolation side. And we've got a whistle right in front of Coach Johnny Bugatti.
Well, so South Suburban deserves a lot of credit because that area has been down and out this tournament. Plays a lot of kids, and they play hard. And a bit of a surprise, I think. They played so well against the defending national champions. And
that was yesterday.
And today they've been on the move since the game started.
First free throw is up and good for Donovan O'Neill. Mr. O'Neill with 11 points. The Bulldogs will play Fowler on Saturday morning for the 7th or 8th place game. They will play the winner, if you will, of Des Moines and Rhode Island. 7:47 to go. 79-48. Lead belongs to South Suburban. Hamilton down the lane. Shot no good. Tyler Dishman was fouled. Lardis Jones called for the foul for South Suburban. 7:41 to go for the ball game. 79-48.
We should put in a word to Jim Bain that his officials have done very well in the tournament so far.
Yep.
Had a good selection process, and I think all of them have handled themselves very well.
If you're just tuning in, and you haven't heard this before, all officials in the tournament have worked in the Missouri Valley this year.
Right.
First free throw, good. Second free throw, not good. 79-49, leads at 37 to go for the ball game. South Suburban up the floor. 15-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound, Hamilton. Here comes the wrecking crew up the floor and travel. Having done both Hamilton games in the tournament, Fowler, you don't know how close I've come to calling them Hamilton Tiger Cats.
The Tiger Cats, yeah, the Canadian football.
There you go, the Canadian Football League. Very good, Fowler. 7:25 to go. Got to keep your football folks abreast of that. And of course, one of the players, Derek Brooks, has a football name for Hamilton. Near steal, now it's stolen. On the break, and that's swatted out of bounds. Donovan O'Neill said, "Get out of here," and he swatted it, almost went out into the hallway. 7:08 to go for the ball game. Score 79-49. 30-point advantage. South Suburban, the Bulldogs. Hamilton in the all-black uniforms will launch a three-point shot. Good.
Great mark.
Tyler Dishman hits the three-point shot. That would be the Hoopston Cards three-point basket. While South Suburban misses, push pass up the other way. Shot is good. And Brendan Finney gets a bucket.
That's 6.5 minutes to pick up 25 points to tie.
Kenny Brazil is called for the foul for Hamilton. We'll come back the other way and shoot some free throws. Special thanks to our on-site executive producer of the radio network, that is Eric Turner, getting things all squared away. Back at the radio station, the chief engineer of the NJCAA radio network is Dandy Don Russell. The operations manager of the NJCAA radio network is terrific Tom Barnes. Good. Marvin Jeter with a Dave Harvey free throw. 8 points for Jeter. He'll get another one here, Fowler.
And he missed that.
Missed it. Distribution of lefties, righties at the free throw line so far in this tournament. 54, this belongs to the Bulldogs. Wrecking crew from Hamilton inside.
A foul before the ball.
Tyler Dishman in the last 2 minutes, Fowler, has been about as much spark offensively. Dishman has 7 points, the chance to make that 9 with 2 free throws. Aggressively going after the basketball and trying to play some defense. First free throw is up, and it's good. Dishman with 11. 80-55. Fowler, you can do the math on that.
Whoops.
And Dishman misses the second. Got a foul off the loose ball. Foul goes against Jovan Hitch for Hamilton.
Well, it looks like they may only get to 90.
I didn't think they'd get to 100.
Yeah, they still got a shot at it.
Again, if you want to send the broadcast team an email at any time during the tournament, NJCAA@hotmail.com. That's NJCAA@hotmail.com. Here's our first free throw. It's up and good for Ricky Claiborne. Ricky is 3 of 3 from the free throw line with those Dave Harvey Country Insurance free throws. Second one coming up. Post-game shows will be presented by Subway today. Rushing Subway. All of our statistics brought to you by Brazelton Construction in Danville. 82-55, 6:12 to go. Ball is loose. Mike Carpenter, the head men's basketball coach at DACC, makes the save over there, Fowler. 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go. The ball game, 82-55. Rochester, New York, and Des Plaines, Illinois coming up. It'll be Rochester versus Chicago, Fowler.
All right.
Chicago. 6:01 to go. Ball is loose. We got 8 guys on the floor, and the only guy standing shooting and you score. Jovan Hitch. He's got a 5:51 to go for the ball game. 82-7 South Suburban. To the baseline.
Oh,
Scoring.
Nice shot.
Ricky Claiborne. 4:57. On the floor. Around the defender. We got a block foul. Count the basket. Jovan Hitch with his 10th point. He'll have an opportunity for the three-point play eventually. Foul called against South Suburban. Coach Bugatti yelled back, "That's okay, that's okay." He liked the foul. Trying to make something happen, Fowler.
Absolutely.
Back into the ball game for Hamilton comes Curtis Spiva. Curtis with 16 points, well under his 29 average.
Yeah, he'd only played 11 games coming into this tournament.
Coach said he had to go down to Kansas before the season began.
Had to go find him.
He was hanging out with his girlfriend. Free throw is missed by Hitch. Rebound. Away at midcourt. 3-point shot. Cars.com 3-point play. Here comes South Suburban back the other way. They answer the call. Donovan O'Neill. 6:62. Maybe we'll see 100. Whoop. Spiva goes in. He was fouled. No basket. Foul called on.
Well, Hamilton had only 26 points at the half, so they more than passed that mark this half. Fortunately for them, they've given up about as many as
The Hamilton crew is sitting Fowler to our left. There's quite a few students that made the trip from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh, that's nice.
Down there.
Follow their team. For the smallest school in the tournament that gets absolutely no publicity from the Lincoln media.
Now we got a player down, and Coach Stephen Harris is down attending to. Oh, it's cramps again, I do believe. Fowler and Spiva, and now the trainer comes over too.
Well, we have had springtime temperatures here. No question of that.
You can look at him walking, Fowler. He looks painful. Spiva's going to walk out into the hallway and try to walk it out. Boy, if you've ever had a cramp, you know how painful that can be. But I guess if you want to beat the cramps, it's called hydration, Fowler.
Well, that's right. They got to.
All right, shooting the free throws will be Brendan Finney. And wide left. We'll have another 86-62. 86-62. 5:03 to go for the ball game. Lead belongs to South Suburban.
It's been a long game with all the free throws.
Yes, it has.
Missed shots.
But Harry Eisenhower got a nap in. Now, second free throw is good. Down the other way, slam dunk. Ricky Claiborne.
They got a shot at 100
I
still.
think maybe you're right. We got double snowmen on the scoreboard. 88-63. Finney with a bucket. He's got 5. Back the other way. Almost got stolen for South Suburban. A little deliberate there, Fowler. 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go. 88-65. South Suburban with the lead. Here comes the first team, second team back in.
Mass substitution here.
5 for 5, getting ready for South Suburban. And travel the call. The guys up.
Help.
These guys sat in front of us, Fowler, when the exchange was made on the turnover. All they did was just get up and walk in the game. Nobody checked into the bench. But
Yeah, they knew.
our guys are good. They catch them on the fly.
They catch them on the fly. That's the way they ought to do it anyhow.
They literally just walked into the game.
Just so you don't have 6 guys in at one time.
That's right. And yesterday, Hamilton almost did. Coach was yelling at kids to get in the game, and he looks down and one of the kids said, "Hey, Coach, that's 6." Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Oh, you're right there.
5 will go in.
They could have used 7 today.
4:11 to go for the game. 88-65. The question now is, will they get to 100 points? South Suburban with the basketball. It helps to score, Fowler, if you have the ball. At the free throw line, shot is up. It is missed. Rebound comes down to Hamilton. Harris got tagged on the throat for South Suburban. He's back in play. Here's a three-point basket. A tip left side good.
A half a dozen threes this half.
Brazil with the three-point basket. Now with the putback is Danny Deaver. 70. Fowler. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Up the floor comes the Bulldogs. Harris to the baseline. Harris scores. For Harris, 90-70.
You score, I score.
Plus 20 now. 3:20 to go. Down the lane, swatted away, but a foul called on South Suburban's Dion Jones. 90-70. 20-point advantage for John. But look at him. He's going to need a nap. He's going to need a shower and then a nap. Got him.
Give them something to talk about. Up too many points this half. They've only given up 44 points this half already.
90-70.
Their team scored 38.
Free throw line, first free throw good for Brazil. He's got 4. 90-71 is the score. Hamilton trails South Suburban. Here's the second free throw. It's good. 90-72. It's back to an 18-point affair. Fowler Cannell. 3:50 to go. Want to create some drama. Get back in this thing. Well, guess what? Coach of South Suburban wants to call a timeout. John Bugatti wants to talk things over. So, in the ball game, timeout. 90-72. 18-point advantage for the Bulldogs of South Suburban. But remember, fans, the lead was plus 30 just a little while ago. Game number 2 coming up along the radio network and locally on 1490 WDAN, Danville's talk station. Monroe Community College from Rochester, New York. Fowler, what is the famous Fortune 500 company that hails in Rochester? That's right, Kodak. Eastman Kodak Company, Rochester, New York. They will be in game number 2, the Tribunes. And then Oakton from Des Plaines, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, will be playing, and that will be on the winner's side of the bracket, or the championship side of the bracket. Monroe Community College led by Jerry Burns in his 16th year, Fowler, and he's been here one time before, and I thought it was very interesting. He had mentioned during the banquet he did not enjoy his trip here a couple of years ago as much as he thought he should and he regretted it. Back. Well, it was hard to get back.
Yeah, it is.
So this year he decided he would bring his best buddy with him.
Yep.
So his 8-year-old son
Right.
is with him. I think that is pretty special.
And he also got the
Yes, he did. And we
team's warm-ups. Yeah.
sat on his dad's lap, Fowler, during the national tournament. Nice young man. So that's coming up in game number 2. Technical foul called on South Suburban for hanging on the rim.
He tried to make the alley-oop pass, and the ball almost went in the basket.
Leon Jones called for the technical. He went up for the alley-oop, didn't get it, and then he just kind of hung on the rim and swung around a little bit.
Well, that's going to make it a little bit closer.
It is the rule, so
Hard to determine. People wonder how you protect yourself. Well, if you're going to think you're going to get undercut, so
well, there's the defining line is protecting yourself from showboat. All right, first free throw is good for Tyler Dishman.
now they decided to make free throws. They weren't making them earlier.
Dishman's got 15, the leading scorer, Fowler. He's got 60.
Had 32 attempts at the free throw line. A lot of free throws.
And now it'll be side court out for Hamilton. 3 minutes to go in the ball game, 90-74. Hamilton with the basketball from Lincoln, Nebraska. Before the shot, foul on the floor. Boy, a lot of college coaches here, Fowler Canal.
Oh, yeah, sure are.
Foul is called on Larry Swan. We haven't called his number very much today, Fowler. He had 9 points in the second half, no points in the, 9 points in the first half, no points in the second half.
Well,
At the free throw line is Kenny Brazil, and he misses his first. Here comes legendary coach and a member of the Hall of Fame himself, Bob Cade, coming in.
Bob's going to take it.
Fowler's going to go down and taste the wares in the hospitality room.
I imagine I'll have company.
I bet you will, Fowler. I bet you will. Second free throw missed by Brazil. Called by Coach Bugatti. Got into the corner and got trapped and right in front of us. Fowler, I thought you were going to have to call timeout.
I don't like, but trapped on the sideline, the coach calls timeout for you.
2 minutes and 46 seconds
Now
for
he's
the ball
drawing
game.
pictures.
But now he's talking to Coach Harris.
5 seconds, though.
And he's getting out his whiteboard, but he's
banging it,
not very happy.
drawing pictures, pointing to this and left and everything else.
You know, we talk about the passion of Coach John Spezia, but Coach Bugatti,
He's animated.
he's got animation, he's got spunk and passion. 2 minutes and 46 seconds for the ball game, 90-74. And the legendary coach and a member of a couple of Hall of Fames himself, Bob Kay, will be in for game number 2, Rochester, New York versus Plains, Illinois. We'll talk to both coaches immediately following the ball game today.
Yep.
90-74. NJCAA Radio Network on WDAM Hammond, Indiana, WJOB Radio. Here comes the Bulldogs up 90-74. Got a big collision near midcourt and the foul. Tyler Dishman called for the foul. First, 2:27 to go for the game. Hunter's not out of the question there, Fowler. Fowler looks at his watch. You got a lunch date, Fowler?
They keep putting him at the line here. Keep playing that porous defense.
Well, we found Buzz. He took off his Hamilton shirt, Fowler, and he put on his Cecil shirt, and he's sitting up in the crowd. Cecil doesn't play for a while. I think Buzz, man, we got to talk to him about being a fair weather supporter.
Another free throw. Put him up to 92 with 2:37 to go, and lead of 18, 92-74. It was 52-26 at the half, so they've had quite a remarkable second half for Hamilton.
Neal made both of those free throws, Fowler Cannell.
But they still aren't playing much defense.
2:28 to go, 92-74. Another county market turnover. We kind of lost track how many. More comes South Suburban. The layup is good.
Nice shot.
Harry Swan, Fowler, he's got 11, 6 points away from 100. Ooh, there's another turnover. Swan on the turnover. Oops, right back to Hamilton. That's not going to make Coach Pagani very happy. Alley-oop, and the big fella splashes it. 94-76, and the clock continues to run. Up the floor now comes the Bulldogs. Here comes another slam. Whoop! Lost the handle on it.
Oh,
Try to get a little fancy.
Well, he was being unselfish, passed the ball off. Alley-oop there, but
Behind the back pass.
could have made the layup himself, but he did give his teammate a shot at it.
94-76. $1:40 to go for the ball game. Fowler wants to get to 100.
Shoot it.
Rims out. For Hamilton, foul called on the reach in. I think that's going to go against Curtis Jones for South Suburban. 94-76, South Suburban leading Hamilton. Tolo coming back in the ball game for South Suburban. Vansalo, first free throw. The left-hander Fowler is good. Left-handed free throw after hitting a left-handed slam dunk.
Well, he's been a little
93 seconds, Fowler. Can you get to 100?
Well, they've had 51 points this half for Hamilton.
Here's the second free throw. It is missed. Hamilton gets the rebound, though. $1:33 to go. The layup is no good. Rebound, South Suburban. Fowler's going to call for the free throw. $1:24 to go. Up the floor we go. Harris to the baseline. Up over Vansalo. Shot no good. Rebound, the big fella for Hamilton. Down to 1:14. 94-77. Three-point attempt. Good.
This half.
Foul as Chris Harris went to the boards. 94-80. 1 minute to go now. The ball game, 1 minute to go. Free throw line is Chris Harris. He is 1 of 3 this afternoon for Dave Harvey free throws, and that one's good. He's got 20 points. Polo out, back in the ball game for Coach Pagani is Jones. Here comes the next free throw, and nothing but net. All string. Under a minute to go, 96-80. Hamilton with the basketball. Vansalo, score. Got 6. And a Gutteridge timeout on the floor. Gutteridge, Harley-Davidson. Michael and Beth Gutteridge, great proprietors of our local Harley-Davidson dealership here in Vermilion County. They do a lot of great things for the community. A lot of charitable activities. Lots of poker runs that raise money for area groups or needy folks. Get in the market for a motorcycle. Have a conversation with Gutteridge, Harley-Davidson. 96-82 is the score on the McDonald's scoreboard. Statistics coming up after the game on our Subway Eat Fresh post-game show. House of Construction, statistical. Fowler Cannell's keys for the game presented by Hubner Seed. Fowler was score more points than the opposition.
Keys to the game, launch it.
You just didn't think it was going to be the way that it was.
Oh, we expect a high score. They only had 26 at the half. Half every
50. 96-82, down to the other end of the floor, and
man, he got crushed.
Yeah, but he got help too. A lot of pressure coming up from behind on A.J. Mandani's lay-in by Hamilton. As he was being knocked to the ground, he was also being held up. Free throw line, Andini, it's up and good. Good, second one coming up. It's good too.
Got a shot at 100, but they're going to have to.
98-82.
Oh my goodness.
Blocking foul called. That one will go against Jones. I think that's 5 for Jones. 98-82. 2 seconds for the ball game. 98-82. South Suburban leads Hamilton College. Must have gave Jones one too many fouls. At the free throw is Hitch. If you shoot from the left side, Fowler, you're a southpaw. Right, are you a northpaw?
Right.
Hitch, the right-hander, makes the first. 98-83. 42 seconds. Fowler yet may see 100. Free throw, good. For Hitch. That's 12. Floor, 41 seconds to go. Do they get the layup? No, out of bounds. So they go back to south. 38 seconds for a bucket, Fowler Canal.
Or free throw.
Free throw, that's entirely possible too.
Probably be a turnover here.
There's the inbound, 37 seconds to go. South Suburban with the basketball. A bucket gives them 100. And we got a foul.
30 feet from the basket, foul.
All right. And Huey is called for the foul. That is his first. All right, Fowler, we're at the free throw line with 32 seconds. Get your 100 right here.
And on 12. Foul was on 12.
Got a little confusion at the scores table as to who the foul was on. We'll get that all squared away. Again, coming up, game number 2 from the NJCAA's Men's Division II National Basketball Tournament will be Monroe Community College from Rochester and Oakton Community College from Des Plaines. Oh, we had the wrong guy in the lineup here, Fowler. They made a player substitution, but you can't do that if you're going to shoot 2 free throws. You got to wait till after the first free throw to actually substitute the player. Here's your first free throw, Fowler. You're at 98.
Oh,
he missed it.
They messed up. They
He
messed
missed
up.
it.
They messed up.
And he missed his first one.
He'll make the second.
This may be hard to overcome, Fowler. Second free throw coming up. It is good. You're at 99, Fowler.
Told you you'd make that one.
That's a Dave Harvey. Free throw gets us to 99, 30 seconds to go. 99-84. Three-point shot, no good for Hamilton. Rebound, Hamilton, good. Martin, his first bucket, 99-86. Well, you got to say, they got 86 points for the ball game. They had 26
Right, that's
at
what
the
I'm saying.
half.
So they got 60 points.
And they have really worked hard here in the second half.
Oh, it's just like they pulled a switch. Of course, you kind of say South Suburban hadn't exactly played much defense like they did the first half.
They had 52 at the half. They have 99 at present.
Yeah.
Coming up on 1 o'clock, you're listening to WDAN Danville. WJOB Hammond. The NJCAA Radio Network, and also NJCAA TV, available on the internet. You want to shoot an email to the broadcast team at any time during the NJCAA tournament, njcaa@hotmail.com. njcaa@hotmail.com. Listen or view the games anytime as well on the internet by going to the njcaa.org. njcaa.org. 99-86. Here for the network, back at the radio station in Danville, Dandy Don Russell, our Director of Operations, Mr. Tom Barnes, and our Executive Producer of the NJCAA Radio Network, that is Eric Turner. 30 seconds to go, Fowler. 1 point from your 100, 99-86. South Suburban with the ball and a foul. He's got to make one of the two.
I don't think they were really trying to score that much, but they just went out and fouled it.
Luther Andrews could be your guy, Fowler Cannell.
Well, let's see if Luther comes through.
Luther needs to make one of 2 free throws, one of 2 Dave Harvey free throws to get you to 100 with 13.1 seconds to go. Here's the first. He missed it, Fowler. I know you're dying over there, my friend.
He's short.
one.
I think he'll make the second.
13. This may be your last chance, Fowler.
You're right.
13.1 seconds to go for 100. It is up. It is good.
Barely got there.
The Dave Harvey 100.
I got
Call
my
it that.
100. I got my 100.
100. Down the floor comes Hamilton. 8 seconds to go. 6 seconds to go. 3
Oh, my goodness.
is 100 to 89. 100 to 89, and South Suburban beats Hamilton. Time now for post-game coaches interviews. Our post-game show being brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. Try their new Fresh Fit choices and Subway. And again, from our News Gazette press box, the News Gazette, they've got you covered. We'll talk first of all to Coach John Bugatti about his team's ball game. And Coach, a surprising development certainly at halftime, but wow, what a game for you guys.
Yeah, you know, we